All right, hello. We are really excited to demonstrate Dominion Online's new timer feature. Um, so we'll just start with looking at the table settings. You can see down here at the bottom, you can turn the timer off or use one of the four different speeds of the timer. Soon we will also have those options on the auto match settings, and you can select more than one thing, like how you can select both rated and unrated. For example, you can select more than one timer setting, so that will be coming soon. But for now, uh, let's check this out. If you click on this little blue letter I, you can see some information, a little summary of how the timer works. You have a certain amount of time, and when the time runs out, you lose the game. Exception to that right now, I think, is that on patient, which is the slowest setting, you don't lose the game, but it's a prompt for your opponent, make opponent resign kind of thing, like what we currently have when someone takes more than 4 minutes for a single decision. Anyway, this shows you how much time you can have in the bank. That's the maximum time, plus how much is added per turn. And I think we'll go, and there's a lot more details on this, but I think it's better if we just sort of jump into it. So why don't we start off just on the slowest setting, which is called patient. All right, so you can see I've got my time right here is starting at 2 minutes. As soon as I click start game, I have over 3.5 minutes. So time is added for a lot of different things that can happen in the game. So right now, we can look at the settings here. Right now I have the timer view on my player bar, so it's right underneath my name here. It's a little bit out of the way. You can also put it up here so that it's a little bit more in your face, this round display. So that's called the status bar. You can also have both of them. You can also turn them off if you just don't want to have to be distracted by the timer at all. Or you can put this setting that says visible when low. And that means that you don't see the timer. It's not there to distract you unless your timer gets below a certain amount, and then it will start to show up. Basically, if you're in time trouble, if you're at risk of losing the game because you're going to run out of time. But I kind of like it just down here on the player bar, so that's what I'm gonna leave it on. If you didn't remember what setting it was, it's here in the log. So the log is showing that this is a patient game, the slowest setting. And let's see. So I've been sitting here explaining things, but that might simulate sometimes at the beginning of a game. You really want to check out the kingdom, think about your strategy, and sometimes your opening buys can be one of the hardest things to decide in the whole thing. Do I want salvager? Do I want to change? I don't know. And maybe I look at this and say, oh, maybe like half of my time has already ticked down. Is that a problem? Well, I'll go ahead and buy a salvager. And maybe by now I've already decided, I just want to buy a silver. And, well, now I think I just want to buy a courier. And I bottom deck my salvager. Oh no, I guess I'm just going to buy a cobbler. And if you look at that, I'm already back to 3.5 minutes because of the amount of time that's added at the beginning of each turn and at the beginning of each buy phase. So the timer, you can build it back up quite quickly. See, now I'm already almost up to the maximum of 4 minutes. Every time I click on an action card or make any sort of decision, let's play the salvager. You see I get 5 seconds this free decision time. So that's like a delay before the timer starts ticking down again. And yeah, that is patient. We've been, the idea with patient is that most players, most of the time, it's going to be plenty of time. It's not going to affect the way you play Dominion normally to have this clock on here. In fact, I think a lot of people feel that way about even some of the faster settings like friendly or even hasty. But yeah, it's enough of a presence, the clock, that you can't drag it out for 20 or 30 minutes on a single turn. Talking about the way some people abuse the timer. Um, Also want to maybe let me get it one more turn here to demonstrate something. So another update here. Um, we can play basic treasures like the silver, and we can automatically undo that. And I don't get any extra free decision time or anything like that. So you can see I can sit here and dilly dally, play some treasures, undo playing those treasures, and it's not stopping the fact that my clock is still ticking down. So that's also no longer a way to abuse the clock. Um, so yeah, let's take a quick look at what Blitz looks like, just for some contrast. Of course, it's not called Blitz; it's called Reckless. And I would say this is the one that you're going to feel the most difference from normal play for most people. Uh, it's really fast. You've got a minute, and it's going to be hard to add more time. So you pretty much don't have a lot of time to think through. Now, that means you don't have a lot of time to plan the strategy. Does it mean you can't play a complicated deck? It definitely doesn't mean that. We're gonna hopefully get some good evidence of that soon after launching it, so you can see. But I have seen in testing some people play some quite complicated decks using this setting, and as long as you have experience playing that kind of deck, you could probably do it quickly. Um, let's not trash anything. I mean, I'm still sitting here. I'm thinking about things. I'm managing to keep my time, pretty much where I want it to be. Up here in the green, it turns to yellow and red as it goes down. So you don't have a lot of time, but you have a little bit of time. So, hey, look, I can undo that so that I can buy alms. Isn't that nice? So that is Reckless, and it's a totally different experience. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope everyone has fun trying this out, and I can't wait to get feedback from everyone about how it goes. So thanks for watching.